As you know, very controlled pace by them. Heroic only just finding some information on underpass. Smoke's now throwing over to the A site. Slowly looking to move in, but if you look at the bomb on the top left side of your corner, on your screens, you do see the bomb rotating over to the B site. Keto with first blood here. That's a good start for Big.
Keto needs to go more aggro on A to get out some rotations from the Heroic guys on B, and that's where they want to end up.
So far, so good for Big. Tabson also open things up. Stavn trying to find something here for Heroic, but still, Big have been able to nestle to themselves into that A site, finding themselves that damage, also finding themselves that space, and Searson is just holding back the rotations. Stavn on the back lines here. Great start for Big, 1-0 on the board.
I have to say, great mid-round
back,
call.
but they might be missing the call now onto that A site. Now that the smokes and flashes are starting to move in, now they realize what's going on, but they're blocked out of it. Big starting to move in. That's the molly setting it in. But Heroic already on the wraparound, but it's Stavn and Shush through the smokes to find the first entries. Aggression here from Big, but even more aggression here from Stavn, walking himself into sandwich, but all of a sudden Heroic find themselves on top in numbers.
Good position from Refresh here, and they have one guy in A-apps behind them.
That's how Searson falls. Refresh on the back end, Faven, and he dies as well. Heroic, very good response on Big's push.
That could have gone really wrong for Heroic.
Quick adaptations to their play. Ito moving in now. First place of contact. Nice flash, Shush to the side angle. Spray down is good for Heroic. Starting things off strong here. But 40 seconds, and Tessus has got such a good angle. I feel sorry for Dizzy. There's no way he expects this. Oh, but he does! Okay. Now Big with a solid opportunity. The A site is fully open for the taking now.
It seems like they want to go for a retake here, and also, again, they have one guy coming from behind.
This time it's going to be Cadian. Slowly walking in, the longer that Big take, the easy opportunity for Cadian to come in from behind. They're taking a long time. Searson is finding a lot of kills. That's the guy you want to stand up for this team, but look at Cadian. He could be the difference maker. Searson turns around in time, salvages it for Big, and now Refresh opted into a 1-on-2 commitment. Searson to the far right angle, while left is where he also needs to be checking. Searson, so darn low, but still alive. Still pressure onto Refresh, looking for the shot, but it's Tabson to get it done. Big, keep it going.
Well played by Heroic, and that's why they went out late.
And they've got a good read on this now. Oh, Searson to open up the round. Tessus wants a piece of this, but there's two players there. Could have been a 2-kill for him, but no. Quickly trade it back. Big still on top, looking to amp up the pressure towards this B site. Tizian looking to move in, and Caden's got his 5-7 out. Maybe that small gun is good enough. Faven looking to contest it, Molly to the far end, but Shush is here to contest it, and that's how Big's advantage now crumbles under pressure. The Danes seem to be poised to get control of this. Shush again, Keto with all to do, a 1-on-3, but struggles behind that smoke. Cadian with again the 5-7 shot to get it done.
I think they have something in mind, like going towards both like A and B at the same time.
So far though, splitting up the players hasn't seemed to work out for them. That's Tessus finding kill onto Tizian. And they find themselves on top. Big in trouble, no utility, no flashes, no smokes. How do they enter? Raw gun force is the name of the game for them now. Searson, and that's exactly what they do. Searson and Keto finding the openings. Out into the mid pressure. Searson, another shot. All down to Tessus. Got control over the A site and mid as well. He's kind of split between two positions, but if he's able to isolate them, wouldn't be too bad. Tabson right in front of him. Down to a single player now. Slowly making his way around. Searson won't be able to read the angle. Tessus, good enough to find the upper ground, and that's Heroic. For Heroic, this is starting to look really good. Building up that momentum. Starting things off great on this round as well. Cadian given a few free kills. Well, just one. Could have been a second, but Stavn is fancying some aggression. Big find more like that. This could be doable. Searson up close. Cadian, only 1 point of help for him. Pretty relieved. Bomb to go down for Big, looking to buy up more time. Faven also regresses and has found himself an M4. This is actually turning out to be very difficult. Keto with damage. Farron as well. They've turned it around. Big have now nearly done this. And it all started with Deagles, and it's now down to Testers once again. He found it a moment ago. A 1 and 2. But this time the bomb planted, and now the pressure's all onto him. Keto with a lovely headshot puts Big back on top.
From Heroic yet again. They're in such a powerful positioning on A.
Oh, they've got so many good angles. They've let Big walk in, but they might be walking into a trap. Tessa's into a smoke. The moment he comes out of it, they'll be in trouble. No, he ends up falling, but Cadian jumps up, and that's Big down. They knew they had limited resources. They knew how they were supposed to play that. Let Big come in, and we'll just pincer around them. And now Favant will have to just try and stay alive. Economical dire situation here for them as well. Heroic balance the scales once again of the teams. Katie onto the back end here, of course, smoked off. The Big, they've managed to cross over into market. Okay, this could be difficult. They split the map into, oh, Keto, he knows what he's got to do. Oh, Slaven, you may be in trouble. Oh, Keto. You sneaky man, walking right in front of him, looking right below him. Oh, Keto. Oh, and it's Favin to do it. Deep control over the B site. That's how Big are starting to move in. But Tested, the only member surviving now, but he's got control of it. Doesn't check his left side, and that's where Favin comes alive. Big have to go down. Big, such good movement from him. Overwhelm Heroic, catch them off guard, and this surely is going to be their round. For a couple of years now, dropping to the Big Academy roster. Obviously, you'd love Crimbo to be here, but so far,
7 rounds is pretty good. Like 8 is also good. Like this is a very, it's kind of, how do you say it? It's pretty competitive either way.
You see Keto already shut down here. Some nades finding chip damage onto Tizian and Favin. Smoke off, but Big continue either way. Refresh coming into assist, and it's right on time as well. Heroic open up this round. It seems that Big kind of lost their balance here. Just moving in, dropping from all edges. At least Pearson is finding some damage now, but I do believe it's a little bit too late.
Yeah, they're pretty locked in. I think they have the information where everyone is, kind of. And they will now try to even push further. And you see Big Heroic has 3 players on B as well. They're doing good.
There you go. All right, give him another kill. But Caden's going to pick him up. No way. Oh, that's a gun. All right, he's going to pre-fire, isn't he? Or is he going to wait? He's going to wait, and for good reason. Tabson's going to fall. And yeah, Heroic will be getting a 6 after this.
Yeah, and you see, even it looks kind of stupid that Refresh pushes that position.
Looking for a standard A control play. Not too bad of a call for Heroic to have plenty of players in this direction, already pushing up towards mid, gives them the information. The wraparound is coming in as well, over from Spawn, Big. They're looking to push in here. Heroic know exactly what's going on, and they've got perfect angles to work with. Should survive for a little bit too long there, but Tizian looking to find the open, and Searson in their face, and that's Big with the advantage, looking to seize further control of the extremities. Tessers wants to keep Heroic in contention, and again, Staven with an all-important backstab. It seems that Tabson may be wary of it, but he's not. Turns his back in time. And Heroic got perfect angles to work with. Favin needs to be the guy to bring up the duty. Searson also, but he's so low. Heroic are just going to play this meticulously slow. Smoke onto the bomb. Oh, the pre-fire into firebox. They know Favin's nearby. Pre-firing even further. And it's all down to Searson with everything to do. That's the first. And now the time is getting to them, but Stavin's got a good angle. There's no way Searson can get it unless he finds a good headshot through the smoke. He does not. Equalization for Hero. Look at the bomb moving. Are they going to sell that fake? Favin, dry peeking so far. Bomb looking at this. That is Shush in the smoke, perfectly placed. That keeps them alive. Tizen on the other end, though. They might even open up the site towards the B site, but they're running out of time. Can they get the bomb down in time? But that is a bait and switch. They bait all Heroic players towards that B site, open up that A site, and get the bomb down.
They still don't know. They might just play B as the...
Oh! They don't know.
They might think it's still B.
And they're stuck in the middle of all
A.
players.
Staven are caught up to it, though.
A little bit too late. Cadian looking to stay alive. No, misses a shot, and Tizian is there to pick up the pieces. Big, a very nice round. Playing Heroic like a fiddle. And that looks to be putting themselves on top at halftime. Looking at an 8-7 score. Stavern has to fall. Big are on top. Heroic, the aggressors. Big are comfortable on the CTs. Shush, opens things up here. And now has cleared out Palace. You can see the response from Big. They want to enter the A site quickly. Keto spotted out the first movement, but they're also coming in from the sidelines. Cadian looking to put some shots into Faven's body, and there you go. Refresh wants to follow it up. It seems that every one of the big players are starting to lose out on their trades, and it's costing them. Heroic looks to gather control. Not too bad. Tapson looking to bounce back here. Testes with a rotation. Fearson holds it back though. Could this be a 2v3? No, Stavern wants to put a pause to that. Taps' chances not looking great. The IGL of the roster looking to find some damage here. El Capitan, but won't be doing it this time around. It's Heroic quickly to have a chance to push through here. They need to make sure they take him out.
Really good positioning by Tizian to call to his teammates is not A.
Yeah, they're going to check this. And that is how Keto dies. Quickly onto the site, looking to open things up. Tavson spraying it down. Still Big on top with the numbers. Faven finds a good side angle. Shush there to deliver. Oh, Shush with another. And now it's Tavson up against him. It's a duel. With 34 seconds to work with and count, and Molly by the side of the feet of Big. Tapson will have to fall. Shush with a 1-on-3. He gets it. Big are going to play this down slow. Faven. A pre-fire from Cadian gets it done. It's through the wall as well. And that's one of the AWPs now gone from the camp of the German. Shush opens things up towards the other side as well. That's more like it. And now they've got space to work with. Weakening the CT side, the defenses, they need to spread them across correctly. And it seems the read might not be accurate for Big, as they've only got one here towards the safe site. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And of course, with bullets flying right at him, there's nothing else he can do apart from just fall gracefully to his grave.
That is such a good round. Like, they get a pick on B, fall back, make an A execute. Like really good time with everything nades and like positioning.
How Big like to play this game. Heroic adapting around it as well. They've got the good reads. Heroic work best when they work on preparation. And it's obvious, right? They know exactly how to perform around Big's angles. They know exactly where kind of put in all their hopes onto Tapson and Sis in this particular round. It's very crucial where they place these players. They want to contest sooner rather than later. Looking to fall flat. That's Tapson with 2. Not too bad of a deed, but Cadian quickly shutting him down. Now the wraparound here from Heroic. Looking to respond accurately by going towards... They've gathered some recon now towards this mid side, right? Refresh pushing all the way forwards. Market now to be taken over. Searson, the other guy with a big gun, still gets it. That's exactly what you want to see for Big. Their win conditions just working out perfectly. Now Stavern and Cadian with all to do. Both fairly split one from the other. And I think now they realize they're outnumbered. I think the save is imminent.
It all depends on what Stavern can do. If he gets one kill, he might get some rotations. But he doesn't see anyone, and Big is not giving anything away.
Ultra safe, knowing what they have to do, backing away. Okay, Cadian, that's one. But do you expect the other one on site? I don't think you will. That's a deagle shot to the side of the head. And that means that Big will be winning a round that shouldn't have been theirs. How do they make these deagle rounds win? Quite a bit on this T side, but as history has shown us, Big quite familiar on the CTs, the ones they favor the most. But often when they begin their games on the CT side, they have most success. Now Tizian flashed over. It looks like it's going to be a quick hit here from Heroic. Tessers looking to open things up, moving ever forward. Tapson, an aggressive movement from him. And now Big also looking to split their players 2 per side. Now maybe want to enter jungle, but Heroic don't want to plant yet. They want to take control. And Searson will be the next in contention. Bomb will go down. Oh, that's unlucky. Draws out the smoke, and that's Refresh putting him to his grave. Tapson also holds on. Big in trouble, unless Faven is able to get them out of it. 2 players now towards jungle, one to get towards connector for Heroic. Refresh with an AWP, that's the perfect angle to hold. There is a smoke though for Big. They find the right chance. Favano is looking. Dropping it. HG to the side, they're gonna stick it. Oh, they're unable to find the shots, they're unable to find the spray. Shush falls, bomb gets defused, Big on double digits.
Pick up an AWP instead of a rifle and he can spam the bomb.
Heroic might be finding an opportunity to move up into apartments here, but Keto's looking to be a thorn. Searson, aggressive movement. He was all by himself, by the way, unassisted. That was all him. Tapson, though, the only defender of the B site, has to fall, but Favon looking to hold it down. He's got a big gun of green of his own and wants to use it. Looks to fall back, looking for reinforcements. Oh, just holding back until his teammates arrive was a perfect thing to do. And Cadian, oh, what a brilliant shot, but unfortunate, not a game-winning one. It's Big to come out on top.
Yet again, they're playing slowly.
Slowly getting a little bit closer here, but it's a rapid approach here. Oh, refresh! Taken down, Favon looks in control. Heroic look to move in, but it's a slow one. And Favon finds another side angle, traversing around this B site, and if it's his second home, AK to the side, Testes wants to put him down, but Tapson has come in as well. Cadian with up against 3, with multiple angles to fend off against. He stood no chance. They have really got the perfect setup here, especially considering Heroic are now starting to move in this direction. Smoke's lining up towards the back end of this site. If they're able to take control of a ramp, there's no way Heroic find themselves in. Searson lines up the first shot. Tizian bouncing back up from it, expecting someone from Palace, looking away from the flash. Oh, shot missed. Now, looking to move in from mid. That is Searson carrying it onwards. Cadian, though, shuts it down, and so does Testis. Equal standing, equal footing. But 10 seconds to work with, and the pressure's on for Heroic to get that plot down. Big will be denying it from all edges. They're now on top, taking the steering wheel back. They want to drive this car. Quick flash into under. Searson might be there, but how far back can he fall? He's gotten one, but not challenged by Heroic. Now they're walking in, and they're moving into the molly. Shush taking so much damage, but he looks to close out the gap. That is Searson dead. AWP recovered. And now this could be an opportunity. Keto throwing down a smoke to cover his tracks, because Heroic, they're looking to push forwards. They're looking to put a stop to this madness. But Keto has another plan of his own. They've already rotated over. Favon with an off angle. Not a shot you want to miss, though. Heroic looking to hold on, but yet to find comfort to put that bomb down. Cadian up close. Tizian looking to find the right angle, but Heroic put a stop sign in front of
either way. But double up, I mean, it is going to be rough.
Especially if Heroic start to moving forwards. But if Big are able to find pot shots like that, it wouldn't be too bad. No, Searson misses it. Refresh again, but no! Favon doesn't get it done! And Heroic are taking charge of it. Mistakes made by Big. An opportunity handed over. And Heroic will take that hurdle.
That is really unfortunate. Are we looking to head to overtime here?
We really could be. Tizian and Tapson may want to make sure they recover the mistakes the teammates made a second ago. Refresh, though, what an angle to hold. The spray down comes off. Tizian up against another 2. But it's Heroic to take us to the long haul. Overtime, round number 1 here. Big, of course, CT side, still their own. Stavon, very aggressive. That is confidence rebuilt for the Danish side. But it seems that Tizian wants to take a chunk out of this pie. Shush says, no, that's mine, I've claimed it. And that means that Big are already down by 2. Keto want to take charge at it. They're trying to push out these extremities. They're stumbling up on hurdles here. And Heroic, every single time, coming out on top. Oh, this has got to hurt even further. Tapson trying to hold it down from short. Has to give the information over to Searson. Oh, it's just a leg. And that means he will be unable to find a single kill. Heroic seem to be able to survive with all. Keto. Oh, yeah, mate. We'll try it. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a spinneroo. HG to the side. That can be some splash damage over. Oh, that is thesis down. Turns around. Could this be the clutch ace?
He doesn't have a kid, but he has a lot of nades.
And Shush has got the perfect angle. He could just hold smoke to go down. Touching it once, waiting for someone to come out into the open, but Refresh will be able to find it.
Yeah, nice, no double up setup on Big this time.
Now that seemed to have been their answer on multiple occasions, hasn't it? Now they have to switch up their plan. Oh, Favon, he would have loved that pick. Tapson, a little bit prolonged, meaning that Tessus has got the opportunity to come in and trade it. And that means that Big now down by 1 as Heroic wrap towards this B site. Is Keto calling in the reinforcements. He knows that there's something going around here. The flash being lined up here from Tessus will start to initiate this attack. Keto, he's shown his ground, but the flash is surely not all smoke. His opponent walks in front of him, spray down comes across, still conceals himself, but Cadian with the right corner. Searson up close. This is where he needs to come alive. But unfortunately, he gets overwhelmed. Shush tells him to be quiet.
This guy jumping out from B apps as a T, you're actually just thinking that most of the time that guy is just a sacrifice because he most of the time he gets killed.
Overtime, and it's Heroic to lead as well by 2. Keto could be finding contact, a little bit rough around the edges there, and that means that Stavin will punish. Trade by Tapson. Now there are nerves that are mounted, you can tell. Shots missed that you don't really expect from these players. Tizian in. That's a good opportunity for Big to gather some space, and you can see the consolidation for this. Big have moved around. Look at the 3 players. Smoked behind. Refresh looks to regress. Misses on most of them, but the final shot will make its mark. And that's a deadly mark onto Tapson. Sisson looking to wrap around here. It seems that Big are able to collapse upon them from Palace, and now they're composed. Favon knows there's no reason to push. They've got the site control. And as long as they know where the Heroic players are and they're able to contain them, but Refresh, they had no clue where he was coming from. And now this is troubling. Now you need to look at 2 directions simultaneously, and all of a sudden, it's Favon all by himself. And Cadian, look at that, he knows.
He has the bomb.
He bloody knows. And that is where Favon falls. Flawless half this time around, or it actually comes to fruition. Quick smoke, casting out the molly, but Shush is going in here. Oh, this is a great start for Heroic. Now Big, the game plan around mid, looking to unravel onto Stavin, but he also finds himself in an elevated position to take one down, and even wants to go in for more. On top of that smoke, Axe has a one-sided one as well, and there's Tapson there waiting for him. Might opt up for another one, but the jump Reno from Tapson to move into window. Refresh is there to stop him, and Tizian all of a sudden realizes this seems to be the end, and it's all down to me to stop it. Spray down comes through, expects the angle from Stavin. But this could be the beginning of the end. Golden AK, but the opportunity is more golden for Heroic. Only 18 points of health, and Heroic know they can just wait it out. No need to play aggressive. No need to get out into the open, and as soon as he swings, it's going to be a close endeavor, really. That Big still have a couple of bunches to throw at Heroic here. The good thing is for them, they start on the CT side, and historically in this particular tournament, starting off on the CT side and having a grand start, that's how you turn maps in your favor. So Big now have got a read on what Heroic is throwing at them. Tessa's looking to regress here with the rest of the cavalry onto this A site. It's going to be a 5-man stack up, nonetheless, as Shush is might have left behind. Sisson with the first contestment, flash to the side, finds an off angle. A little bit awkward there, but Tabs and Sisson open things up nicely. Cadian to the right-hand side. Sisson looking to back away, not looking to take these trades. Big really opting back out of them as Cadian seizes the opportunity to allow that bomb to go down. Shush, he was left behind earlier to get the job done when the time requires it. Dooley's in play for Big though. That's what you love to see. But they know exactly where he's coming from, which means the bomb will safely go down. Now, Keto has a choice to make. Where does he want to enter from?
He thinks it's B.
I was like, is this a big brain play? Is he going all the way around, you know, through spawn or anything? But no. Seems to realize there was B, but now he knows what's going on. But he has no idea where the Heroic players might lie. Okay, that's the first one. But a crossfire setup here for Heroic.
Which is a bit weird, because they just might think we're gonna do a certain round. We don't need those kind of nades with us.
Would that be costly, though? If they end up losing this, they might be hitting themselves for that.
Yeah, but they can buy the next one. I think that's the idea. But they also have in mind what they're gonna do this round. Which is... Yeah, I mean, it's a very weird tactic. I've not seen this before, to be honest.
On rare occasions, for sure. Ooh, okay. Tapson ends up falling here. Refresh does have to pay for it with 90% of his health. But Keto seems to be the player in command of this long position. Starting to move in. Searson spots that one elbow, repositions the crosshair to get the job done here for them. At least they are able to stabilize. And now Big looking to find their way back in. Refresh was low, remember, therefore that one bullet was all that was required. Tizian with a quick hex shot. Heroic running out of utility to spend here. Only one flash for them to get this cross forwards. Keto does find it in the end. And it's all down to Stalin here. Storm, what can you do? 1 on 3, bullets from the side, and that is Big finally away on the board. That could be costly. That could also give away the entire plan of Big. 40 seconds, utility lined up here for them, starting to regress little by little. That's water control as well. Getting onto that short side, Tizian. The balls to go for such a swing, but thankfully for him, Heroic weren't ready for it. Still alive to tell the tale. Tizian to open things up here. That's the swing that you need if you're Tizian and Big. Equalize things up. Searson on the back line. Doing so much by his mere presence, but there's a wraparound coming in from Tesses. The weak link of this strategy was that upper park side, and that's where Heroic are coming in from. But Tapson reads it! Nothing you throw at them.
No, now he's alone on A while I say this. But yeah, it's going to be really rough for them to come into the site.
Well, a good note for them is that Searson was all by himself here, and the reinforcements will take a while for them to approach, of course. Shorter rotations on overpass on that CT side, but still Searson might be in trouble. Tapson looking to assist, but there are multiple Ts already on that site. Looking at overwhelm, Searson spotting out movement to the right-hand side, but the rest of them are looking at challenge. He actually falls before he even has impact. And this is actually very dangerous here for Heroic. Very dangerous indeed. Testas wants a piece of that done pie. You can smell it from miles away, but Tizian walking in here, looking to make the difference, touches the bomb, but falls into the safety of the smoke. Oh, but he's visible. And they get it done, Golden, with Deagles. If you're Cadian, you can barely see a pixel of the barrel of Tizian.
He can't see it, why he's so small.
Oh, it's so small. The thinnest of margins, Searson. Oh, he's there and ready. Oh, you don't want to miss that shot. And Tizian looking to swing by. Keto holding it up on the upper park side. But Big have got such a grand setup here. And I think Heroic have just realized it. There aren't too many CTs. We might as well fall back. But they don't. They relocate. They want to go in once again. And that is where they may fall. But all of a sudden, it's all down to one-on-one. The bomb sets in the nick of time. Keto wants to play the right angle. 9 points of help for Cadian, but he gets it. They've lined up their forces. There are weak links to this play, right? The upper park extremity and Monster. Searson able to scramble 1 kill, but the cross will come forth. The next cross is here, and Sarston will stop it. Although now he needs to rethink before he peaks once again. There's a smoke that sets beside him, and now there's a boost coming in. Anticipating it, Storm gets it done. The bomb goes down though, and this gives us chance here for a Heroic Cadian onto the bottom angle. Oh, and it's refreshed to shut down Tapson. It's a 2-on-2 jaw. And now we're talking about a short and Monster approach. 2 angles. Oh, but it's Cadian to do it once again. Looking to reload, and Searson locked out of it. Oh, that was a chance to shut down Cadian. But he misses it. And now what does he do, right? Does he go in? Does he fall back? He knows his chances have quickly dwindled. And he opts to save that AWP.
Searson hitting really good shots. Yet again, Heroic win at 3 versus 5. That is so hard to do, but I felt like Big were a bit...
But you can also see how much that round was damaging for Big.
Yeah, almost no money, just some pistols, a saved op. No nades, or 1 smoke only, that won't do much.
Oh, what a beauty of a shot there for Searson. Oh, Keto, he hasn't been checked. Could be a free kill, and it is. And it's just a 5-7. Now Big find themselves ahead in numbers. And could work around this, though. Heroic, they've got an interesting push going on. Shush now moving onto that A site. And Big not really contesting it. Favin locked behind a smoke. This could give them a lot of space control.
If you're Big here, you have to kind of go through the smoke, in my opinion. It is way too risky to wait it out.
Ah, now the smoke dissipates and there's no way he expects the left side angle. No, he does not. And that's how he dies, that's how he falls, and that's how Heroic find their way back in. There's a wraparound coming through. Shush wanted to be sneaky, but dealt with by tabseN. Now they're looking to double back onto this B site, and CSGO's looking to run right after it. cadiaN wary of the connector play. Heroic still looked to prevail, but tabseN able to put Refresh to an early grave. Flash coming through, but it's tabseN to find the side angle. And Big prevail once again.
That was really well played by Heroic, going back to B side. It looked really good mid-round calling, and you know, finding those spaces, like 70-30 or 60-40 at that point.
Oh, CSGO being a sneaky boy. Oh, he wasn't even looking at the left side corner, still gets it done. At least it's traded, but Keto, he's being a sneaky man as well. Will stand alive and doubles it up. And that's Big, taking control, something we've expected for them to see. Oh, they were bumping into each other. Might have smooched each other as well. Giving each other a little hug before one has to fall, but at least it's Big on top here. And Refresh is in an all too difficult position, right? No bump control. Big have an idea of where he's coming from. So Big, a lot of criticism thrown at them of not being proactive, but they've done this a couple of times so far.
That Kaito push from long was so good. And we will see that now from Heroic. They will do the same thing. And it's so hard to play against because you think there's going to be something here and it's done, you know? And then they show up again and just kill you off when you're not even
Heroic
aware.
will be down and out of this game so quickly. They'll get rid of them as if they were garbage, throw them away. Okay, that's a quick opening there for Refresh. There's a play read here from cadiaN. Gives the call for his team to arrive, and he backs away and still runs away with another smoke to keep him at bay, but Big have dropped the bomb. They haven't even gotten the chance to get it down yet. CSGO very close, a crucial position to have for Big. Does he move through the smoke? Oh, the nade lineup. They don't need to shoot at them to get these kills, and now by mere numbers, they seem to be able to scramble out this victory. Couple of pot shots to come through from tiziaN to entertain the idea of contention, but Heroic, but it was only a one-man effort, so the trade game was never going to work. Oh, Storm might be in trouble here. Tech9 throwing at him. Deagle shot to take him down eventually. Big looking to up-pump the pressure, and it might be the pistols to do it. They've recovered an AK-47 and M4 as well. They're looking to take this further. Still treated out by cadiaN. But not impossible for Heroic. Still with two. They move into the grand finals of the Pinnacle Cup Championship, and they can see it sort of starting to get away from their hands. Faven spotted, damage taken. Oh, Heroic have been so good with these positions. Now traversing towards that connector side. tiziaN meets that impact. Two of the players at Big are so low. And Heroic, I've got Refresh exactly where they want him to be. 17 seconds of time is up for grabs. That is Refresh looking for more. That is Refresh with all three. Right there for Heroic. That's the perfect scenario for them. Have most of these players lined up. It won't even be a trade at that point. tabseN somehow was able to find a miracle out of that one. Keto looking to keep his team alive. The A site now looks a little bit more scrumptious than B, and it may be opened up completely. Keto grabs that out of the bag and now calls in the reinforcements. The bomb will go get planted, but it's down to Shush and Stone to stop that from happening.
Bomb has been planted.
Really good positioning by Kaito here.
You can catch them off guard so easily, can't he? Just waiting for them to move in, and then it can be a thorn in their backs. tiziaN, what a shot. And this just looks all that more likely for Big. It looks like they've guaranteed it. That's going to be them now going to get onto double digits. Took them a while to find around here on the T side, but they've finally done it together.
It's such a...
Tessa's, ooh, okay, he's going for something interesting here. And no one has read it from the Big side. Flashed over, but that doesn't matter. That's a tabseN kill. That's a freebie for Heroic. 4 now for Big, but they've got a good sense of why the B site is the next point of contention. Barely open up for them, but Shush, they walk into his crosshair. He's going to take them down. Starting to get personal here. Heroic really want to stop them. Quash their confidence. tiziaN barely surviving. He wants more. CSGO looking to keep his team alive. But now there's a lot more to do, a lot more space to gather. Storm is coming in from behind. Tizian's got a read on it, and all of a sudden this is fathomable. Stepping up to the plate, smoke close by, creepy crawling through it, and there might be a grand opportunity. Oh, and that assist and down. Tizian with all to do, with 2 singular health points to work with, both rerouting towards water, and they'll have the right angle. Tizian takes control of it, but 34 seconds. Refresh with the right angle gets it done. And Heroic
Taking the fight to them.
And Heroic now, of course, with the comfort of an extra map, can feel free to take chances, and one of these chances is Shush right now. Oh, you're incredible, Shush. You're absolutely magnificent. Big had no chance in reading that one.
Taking information with along Tessus and Staven, like those 3 players are one of the best players right now in a team, in a complete team. They make
the main contention point here for Big is this mid-side connector also taking over. A solo journey for Keto, coming to a short end.
That was a nice shot. That was such a small angle they took.
You love to see Caden coming alive in these moments earlier, cheering up the crowd. And it looks like they're just taking control of this one by one. Big had a few individuals just going a little journeys here and there, but they always get shut down. They get challenged. Flash now thrown at them. Faven looking to bring things back here for Big. They're slowly maneuvering forwards. Thorn can be such a big difference maker here. As soon as Tessus calls it, as soon as a push commences, he can just come in from behind. So Tessus, all he needs to do is trade it, but he doesn't. He ends up falling instead with barely any damage inflicted, but Thorn yet to be contested. Sisson can be to the right-hand side. He can see his silhouette. And that's him finally falling. Shush now to the back end. 12 seconds. All to do here for Big. But Tizian ends up falling. Farthen. He'll get shut down as well. Storm gets it done. Map and series point here for Heroic. One away from heading to the grand finals of the Pinnacle Cup. Something radical has to change. And then you have 5 rounds to do it. Good start to potentially many to come, but it's not all over. Sisson might be greeting Cadian's Wrath. You never want to be facing him solo. Oh, Faven. His opportunity quickly lost. Thorn looking at push up even further. Heroic know what needs to be done right now. The bomb is in their hands. Unfortunately, Big's journey might be ending here. Heroic, the only match they lost was that best of 1 against Fnatic at the start, but ever since, they haven't dropped a single one. All the way to the grand final. Heroic will be your second team to make it there. We've got an all